I'm Kate. Welcome to my kitchen. Today we're going to take care of some sort of wrinkly peppers that I have left over. I have some chili peppers here that I harvested from the garden, and they turned a little bit more ripe than they were outside, but they're still a little bit wrinkly, so they're not going to be very good fresh. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to preserve them. I'm going to put them in the freezer so that I have them all winter long. Since these are chilies, I'm going to be wearing a glove because I'll use an ungloved hand to use with my knife, and then I use a gloved hand to handle the chilies. Even if the chilies are not terribly hot and spicy, they still can injure your skin, and if you rub it in your eyes, you can have a real issue. So I'm going to use a glove just to protect my hand. And basically what I'm going to do with each chili is I'm going to cut it in half. And if you want to leave the seeds and the membranes in to cut it up and put it into your soup or your stew, you certainly can. It makes it a little bit hotter, but I'm going to remove them so that I remove a little bit of the heat. My family's not great on really hot things, so this will help me remove some of the heat. So the best thing that I have found is to use just a spoon. So I'll just scrape it out with a spoon. Okay, I have all of my peppers cut up, and you can see all the seeds and the membranes, which I'll put in the compost pile. And you can just chop these, but I like to put them in the food processor because it makes a little bit more of a slurry. I'll put in there with a little bit of water, and then I'm going to freeze them in little dollops. Actually, I'm going to use an ice cube tray to freeze mine. This is a trick that a friend of mine, Bianca, taught me. She has a husband who does not like spicy, and she does like spicy, or maybe it's the other way around, but this way you can drop a little dollop of hot spicy peppers into your food to spice it up a little bit. So you can see that I've chopped the peppers. I did not make them into a paste because I really want some of the chunkiness still there, but I've chopped them so I have the lovely red and green colors in there. And now I'm going to put them in the ice cube tray. I'm filling the ice cube trays partially because I don't want a huge chunk of peppers, but I will put them in here, get everything filled. My ice cube trays are filled. I only had enough for a partial in the second one, and then I'm going to put them just on a cookie sheet, and I'm going to slide them into the freezer. And the great thing about this is once they're frozen, you pop them out, put them in a plastic bag, and you just take one out and drop it into your stew, your chili, whatever it is that you want spiced up a little bit more. Peppers don't need to be blanched before you freeze them, so all you do is just cut up the fresh peppers. You can also just cut them into small pieces and put them in the fridge, or you can roast them and peel them and put them into the freezer as well. And that way you don't have to let go of your harvest for the year.